Hey guys, it's PW and I'm back out in the garage. Gonna work to get this splash pan welded up today. First we gotta pull it off and get it all prepped up. We want to finish out these transition pieces and get them welded on as well. Try to get this backside buttoned up. Why don't you stick around and check us out. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a second to give myself a quick plug. I'd ask you to hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. If you could hit the like button, I'd really appreciate that as well. That lets YouTube know that this content's pretty good. They'll show it to more people and we can get some more folks in here to join us. I really appreciate all the support to date. Let's keep it going. Let's see what we can do about this splash pan. Hopefully that's the last time we gotta have it out, guys. There's all the hole marks that I put on it with the silver. So hopefully we'll get this cleaned up. Hopefully this will be the last time it comes off. After we get it all prepped up, we'll get it back on there. Well, at this point, I got it all scuffed up. I wiped it off with the mineral spirits. I ground all the areas where the spot welds could possibly land. All right, front and back, just the ends of the front side, and all the way around on the underside. Okay, so as usual, we're going to put down some of this weld-through primer. I'm going to let that dry. It's just going to spray it on there real quick, you know, no big deal. This nozzle on this particular stuff does tend to clog up on you. I will tell you that. All right. So we got that weld primer there, and we got to put it on these, just a smidge on these other two portions on the side here. All right. Alrighty. Okay. That's where that sticker was. I really wish vendors wouldn't put stickers on stuff. You know, I tried wiping it off with mineral spirits and everything else, and it just ended up having to just touch it with the grinder. So if a vendor's watching, quit putting stickers on stuff. So, all right, so now we're just gonna let this dry, okay? And once we let it dry, I'll mask off, and then we'll put a nice coat of the black, what is it, satin or whatever on there that we've been putting on everything else, just to protect it till we're ready for it, all right? So in the meantime, while this is drying, I bought myself a spool of that Ethernet cable, if I said that correctly, because I'd like to get some internet out here. We have the cable line ran to the TV, but I want to run an internet line. And I already pulled myself a cable across, and steel cable across, and I got the cable line hanging on that. So we're gonna put this exterior outside computer wire, we're going to run it to the TV. That way in the future, maybe we could do a live together or something like that, or I can have special guests. I don't know. We'll figure something out, but I realized I want internet out here. So while this is drying, that's what I'm going to do. Okay guys, well, it's many hours later and we got the Ethernet cable ran to the garage. I'll play with it later. I got it plugged into the TV. I'll figure out how to operate it. Maybe I'll get my son over here. I'm not very tech savvy, and I want to learn how to do live and maybe some Facebook with the phone. We'll see. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out, but we'll get back to that. So anyway, like I say, it's hours later. I went ahead and I masked off everything that I want the weld primer to stay on. It's nice and dry. And now I'm just gonna hit it with this stuff. My wife bought it for me. It's on sale, whatever. It's satin black. It's just enough to keep things protected until we get around to the body work. All right, we're just gonna throw a coat of that on real quick and be done for now, because it's gonna take a while for that to dry. So we'll probably end up welding this on tomorrow morning. Real quick view that the car side is treated the same way. The primer's dry. I'm just gonna mask it off, and I'm also gonna throw the fusion paint on that as well. Okay guys, well, we got the paint on, and it coated pretty good. That fusion isn't bad. You gotta watch. I did have a run or two, but don't worry, I'm not gonna ask you to watch paint dry. I'm gonna let it dry up real nice, and then we'll worry about it a little later. I think I'll go in the house, relax, let this paint get good and dry, and either later tonight or tomorrow we'll go ahead and start welding this in. It shouldn't take too awful long. We'll get these transition pieces welded in and the splash pan welded in, and be able to wrap this back portion of the car up. All right, so I'll get back with you guys, and I don't know, either tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay, I came back out in the garage for a few minutes. The paint's dry enough to at least take the masking tape off, and I did that, and I want to just, you know, bolt it back down, screw it back down, have it ready to go, and we'll weld her up in the morning. But I just wanted to come out and get things ready. I was gonna stay out a little bit longer, but I had the puppies out here, and somebody's lighting off fireworks, and my one little guy, he's scared to death of that stuff. So I'm just gonna screw this down real quick, and I'm gonna head back in and console him. So let's take a look at what it looks like. All right, so I took the masking tape off, and all the areas that you see in primer, that's weld through primer, and everything else is that satin black stuff. And there's the two runs I was telling you about, but it's all right, they're on the bottom side, and this is simply to prevent rust. There's the top side. Unfortunately, you know, right there where I had to hit it with the sander to get that glue stuff off. It's ridiculous. All right, so let me get this set up, and we'll go ahead and screw this back into position and make sure everything still lines up. Just give me a minute. As you can see, this side has been prepped as well and ready to go. Okay guys, it went back in without an issue. Everything looks good. All right, I had to give her a couple good whacks right here to get it back where it needed to be, but she's where it's supposed to be. So we'll come out here tomorrow and we'll get this thing welded up. Then we'll have an update for you Sunday evening. Everything looks good under here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but just like I did the trunk, I'm going to do everything underneath. I'm going to get my rotary file with the tip end, and I always scratch at that so I get clean metal just where the hole is, and zap my little welds all the way down. So we'll get that going tomorrow. All right guys, take it easy. Hey guys, it's Sunday afternoon. I finally made it out here to the garage. I just started setting up to get this transition pieces and this splash pan welded in. I got the lights taped on. Let me show you that real quick. just tape them on real lightly because we want to make sure nothing moves, okay? But we're all clamped in, all screwed in, and we're ready to go. So let me go ahead and get the welder and everything set up, and I'll bring you guys back in speed motion and let you watch the job as it progresses. Okay guys, let me pull the camera down off of here and show you. I've got everything prepped and ready to go. I'm gonna have to bounce you around on the camera for a second. I apologize for that. Okay, there you go. I went ahead and I ground all the air surfaces where we're gonna weld, okay? And then I took my, like I showed you in the past video, I took my little rotary file and I just scratched at all the holes a little bit right where the weld's gonna be, okay, on each one. We do the very best we can about moisture protection, you know, putting two pieces of metal together. We got it properly put in with the weld primer, so that's the best we can do. All right, so we're gonna get these all welded in. You can see I got my trusty tool ready to go. Even though it's on an angle and has this lip, I can still use it to hold that down. And if you'll remember, that clamp has a piece of bronze on there, and that kind of helps you a little bit. It sucks up a little bit of the heat and helps to prevent the burn through. So we're going to try it and see how it works on this application. It's a little bit up, but that's all right. You know, it's on there. It's better than having nothing on there. I like the idea of it taking that heat. All right. All right, I'm going to bring you back in real quick and show you what's going on. You'll notice I wait until, I just welded that, but I weld pretty cold on this because I don't want to have any warpage. But I mean, these ones are still a little warm, but these ones here I can touch already. There's a couple, I'm losing my vision. There's a couple I have to just touch up with a grinder. But you'll notice I had to take and get rid of this pair of pliers because it was blocking me getting to the hole. You see that first one's kind of yucky, but then you'll see, you know, we do a good job. You know, look at them welds coming down through. They're right in there. And we did a couple, then we just moved down. We do a couple, we move down. And a couple are better than others, but I gotta clean them up. I'll clean up a couple and they'll all look good. I mean, it ain't going nowhere, guys, see? So I'm gonna keep going. All right. Just wanted to bring you guys in for a second and show you what was up. Okay guys, we got the splash pan in. I only have one little piece of bad news to report. I burnt my shirt. So if Luis, if you're watching, you got any more shirts? It wasn't even a weld that got me. It was a grind. I was grinding a piece and it went down and I picked it off the shirt. I don't know if you guys can see on the palm of my hand in here. That's just from pulling it off of me. But you know, such is life. Let me show you the job. I just come down through here and I hit it with sandpaper and I grabbed the little grinder and I just slightly, just to take the burn mark off. Man, no burn throughs or nothing. So we come out really good. It's welded nice and solid, so now I feel comfortable climbing in and out of the trunk. You know, I'm gonna just right now, I'm gonna throw some paint under here. And you can see we got them all. We're in good shape. She's welded in there. All right, it's a good job. All right, so let me get set back up, and we'll do the trunk welds on the transition piece, and then we'll weld the transition piece to the splash pan. Give me a few minutes. Okay guys, it's taking a little longer than I thought. The camera died, plugged it in and got you guys a little bit of an update here. I got the transition piece welded down through here into the splash pan down through here. I made the weld right here and I put 3 little tacks right here. I got to pull the light out and I got to put a couple welds down through there. I was going to use adhesive on the inside, but I looked and I played around with it and I feel like I can get my gun in there and I'll be all right. So I got to do that, and I got to weld this seam here. We've only got 3 exterior welds where the we had to put tech screws right there, and right there. So I got to sand them. Everything else is nice and smooth. It's just burn marks from where we welded. It's welded all the way down. There was 2 holes down in there where I pre-drilled them a long time ago, and I can't get the gun to them, so I'll just put a little seam sealer over them when I get them, because I got it welded out here. It's fine. All right, so we got that. So I got another hour and a half of welding just in here to keep everything cool. So I'm not going to bore you guys with all that, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the passenger side. All right, and then I'll give you guys a quick peek at it on the midweek update. I think we want to start getting ready to put this window channel in that we got, and I'll show you guys that in the next episode. We got a lot to keep busy. We got a lot going on here in the garage. Hey, listen, I really appreciate everybody's support to date. Bringing in some new subscribers. Keep them coming. Tell a buddy. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. It tells YouTube that, hey, maybe I should show this to some more people. Stick around here for a second. I'm going to put a little video clip in about a giveaway we're having. All right, until next time. Hey guys, it's BW and I'm back out in the garage. Hey listen, I'm having a giveaway on my channel to try to promote it and bring more people in. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away this Craftsman all steel 20-inch toolbox. But there's a bonus. I've commissioned my wife to hand paint the Mr. Horsepower on it. And I mean, the girl's got some skills. This is the one she's painting on it. It's going to be maybe scaled 2 sizes smaller to fit the box. She's working on that one for me right now, but here it is. That's like the first coat. Guys, it takes a few coats, but man, oh man, I'm going to show you the progress as she works through the job, and tell as many people as you can. Let's get some people in here, okay? It'll make a nice addition to your man cave or your she shed if you don't have a hot rod. But as soon as we hit 1,000, I'm randomly giving it to one of you. Take care, everybody.